By Mountain 1 is like the teenage version of By Mountain 2. Confused, maturing, and awkward. The first two chapters basically have no trolls. Even the second one gives you a huge heads up before a car slams into you. Then, chapter 3 just pulls the rug from under you. It becomes 10 times harder. It spams tanks, it spams trolls, it spams weird parkour. And sometimes, honestly, it literally feels and looks like you die out of nowhere. The best part of all of this is that these two chapters can span hours. They're not short compared to the first two chapters, which one simple mistake can set you back hours of progress. Back to the start where you belong. Just because you made one tiny little mistake. Sometimes when I run into a map so difficult, it makes me ask why, but I never get an answer, no matter how many times I try to find it. The map looks like it was stitched together with duct tape. Some textures seem stretched, while others seem normal. Sometimes the map's visuals look appealing, almost entirely better than its sequel. Other times, it goes back to that, I don't even know this to describe it, that By Mountain aesthetic that kind of looks like Banana Town. And when the map looks really good, the map doesn't give you any time, not even 2 seconds, before the map sets you back 30 minutes because you were just trying to appreciate the map's visuals. The final chapter just straight up took a page from Globtastic with the giant special effected. Well, actually, Globtastic took from By Mountain since it came out 2 years before the first Globtastic. Could it be possible that By Mountain is connected to Globtastic? Isn't that insane? Think about all the similarities, the trolls, the giant special effected, the survivors having weird cutscenes. Insane theory, right? As always, I mean, you get less than milliseconds to process what's happening before it seems like you die out of nowhere. Like a weird phenomenon called spontaneous combustion, which is a real thing, by the way. The real reason why we randomly die is because of a meteor that comes from the ground. That's right, a meteor that comes from the ground. And before I hear anybody say, it's the tank throwing the rock, it's not. Just look at the footage itself. Does that look like the tank's throwing it? Then I had this spectator glitch I've never seen before. It's like I'm teleporting around, not moving around. The final chapter is just confusing to me, as the instructions to beat it are in a foreign language that I can't read, and it's not as simple as turn on the radio and survive. It seems like there's a system to this. Why? I don't know. I had to look it up because at first I thought we just had to kill a lot of tanks. So I wasted damn near 2 hours just taking down tanks, only to find out you need to shoot these pyramid type things. It has an unreal amount of HP. The footage speaks for itself. This is basically the beta version of what becomes By Mountain 2's bosses, which is 20 minutes of shooting into a bullet sponge. I finally destroyed both of them, just to die instantly again. There's not much to say here. It's not balanced, tanks fall on your head, which can one-shot, as well as specials and hordes. I'm glad to see this series has never changed. It's proud of what it is. Also, if you're wondering if this expands on the story of By Mountain 2, or at least sets it up, it doesn't. It pretty much has nothing to do with By Mountain 2's story. Now, before we go deeper into this troll map rabbit hole, I only picked maps that were designed to hurt you mentally. So, it's a two-way street here. I shouldn't be hurting any feelings with my criticism, but if I do, I apologize.
Number 9.
Some Fun, I think, is an ironic title. The first problem in this campaign is the beginning cutscene, which plays every time you team wipe, which will happen again and again and again. Hell, I can't even write the script before some troll instantly kills me while I'm all tabbed. I'm not sure if this is intended, but you can skip an entire first chapter by using an invisible ladder, so there's that. Somehow this bypasses all the death barriers put around the map.
Sweet Jesus.
Oh, come on now, that was fun.
Second chapter, not much changes, just a whole lot of tank spam, and again, it just looks like you die out of nowhere. Even the safe house is not safe from trolls. The third chapter is just the only taste of normal you'll ever get from a troll map. It's an infinite horde with tanks and witches and specials. There's a platform you have to stay on or you'll take damage. The bots can't stay on it for some reason, so you'll have to solo this. So basically you have to solo the entire campaign. And I say normal because it doesn't have instant kill trolls and it doesn't have instant kill parkour. Basically the entire campaign has this certain aesthetic, bare bones, walls and platforms with distinct single solid colors. You know, the troll map design, you know, the simple and sometimes very pretty but mostly wash color design. But it changes completely in the fourth chapter to a snowy area with music. The map wants us to activate special infected while dodging random red lasers that do damage. Tanks get stuck, invisible walls, random skulls on the ground, music. The laser does no damage to the infected, but they sure affect your bots. Why? At this point, why even ask why? That's my why. The map completely pauses in the middle of the finale after killing a bunch of zombies and tanks for like 7 minutes straight. It just goes to complete silence. Nothing happens. And this spans for longer than you expect. At least longer than the amount of time you're spending killing the infected in the first place. This weird triangle appears out of thin air that one-shots everything. And basically, that's what ended my run. I was done. I said, GG. It's over, I'm not finishing this. It's just how it is. Sometimes my tolerance for these troll maps really just comes to an end when I get one-shotted after waiting 10 minutes of silence.
Number 8.
GM Big City is a classic map in Gmod, but in Left 4 Dead 2 it's a vast empty space. This is where those being alone in Gmod scary videos come from. These completely empty source maps. It's pretty big and kind of an insight to how Left 4 Dead 2 would be if it was open world. Except in this open world there's nothing other than the occasional special or common. There's no clear direction, so you can be playing this campaign for a couple of minutes or for hours like me. Once you find the correct path, you can start the finale, which plays out normally. The issue is that there is no ending, meaning the finale will loop forever and ever. There is no escape in this map.
Number 7.
Block 2 is just like many other troll maps. Tank spam, weird survivor colors, symbolism that is always abandoned by the end. Don't believe this is possible to solo, as way back then, when I used to play Left 4 Dead 2 every day and upload every day, I used to try to solo these troll maps. But there's a chapter where you have to gun walls before a tank gets to you, but the walls have so much HP that the tanks will always get to you before you're able to destroy them because you're by yourself. You have no one else doing more damage to the walls, which makes it impossible to solo. The map's visuals have that orange map aesthetic that most troll maps grow fond of. The map is very hard, impossible, but towards the end, the finale, it suddenly does a 180 and becomes too easy with random platforms that save everyone. It's just weird. All of this while Attack on Titan music plays.
Okay.
What a concoction.
Number 6.
I've played a lot of custom maps, but I've never played a map that just goes all out on destroying your ears. I don't really know what to say about this. It's so loud that you can't even hear the special infected, which are all over the place.
Black people be like, I got that.
It's really strange. There are so many tanks that I don't even think an ammo pile is going to save you from them. I will say the visuals the map uses are really unique, and there are jump scares amidst all the chaos somehow. And a gnome car. I mean, does it get any more unique than this? One of the coolest parts about this custom map is the loading screen. This like flickering effect, I've never seen any other custom map ever do this. I'm not sure how he did it, but that's the only cool thing about it though.
Number 5.
Campaign confusion gives you no time to breathe. Instantly there's a horde alongside a tank. No intro cutscene and no sense of direction. By all intents and purposes, this is a nightmare scenario. I remember beating this map with my exploit mindset. I exploited, found god spots, basically rushed through the entire campaign because that was the only way to beat it. The layout of the map is straight out of a backrooms level. Walls and buildings that stretch for ages, all morphing into each other and teleporting you to different places per chapter. All with small windows going into the ground and streets that don't make sense or lead anywhere. There's even a full maze of tanks and hordes. The ending is a truck that comes through out of nowhere and windows that are hollow. The wheels don't move, and all of it is confusing, which only makes the entire map stick perfect.
Number 4.
There are a ton of cars in this map. Some are high poly and some are very low poly. It's basically like every other troll map. The visuals are trippy with small and huge trees, and there's no real clear map direction or story. There's probably one huge big acid trip. That's probably the lore behind it. It's just a struggle. It's a struggle to play. It's a tough campaign with no fulfillment and no reward. It's just suffering to suffer. Now, I know this is me brushing through the map, but I'm not trying to brush through it. I'm not trying to rush through this overview of the map, but there's just not much to talk about. It's just a troll map. It spams tanks, it spams hordes. There's a lack of direction and a lack of visual design for me to talk about. It looks like a liminal space, I'd say that much. My real concern of all of this is the title of the map, the distinctive map. What is that even supposed to mean? What's so distinctive about it? The map is distinctive in one way. It made me cry.
Number 3.
Imagine a map with this thumbnail. Pretty cool, right? Doesn't even look like a Left 4 Dead 2 map. You download it, but nothing works. You check the campaigns, and there's nothing there. Oh wait, it's a survival map. I guess I should have known better. You load into the map, and it looks nothing like the workshop page. You start the survival map. You press the radio, and nothing works. I mean, there's really nothing here to talk about. That's the extent of the map. I'm not even joking. Except the comments. They are absolutely ripping this guy a new one. This guy being Luigi. To the point where people are straight up saying this guy stole this map. He probably did, for all I know. After all, clickbaiters are not above doing petty crimes. Inside the map, there's about a couple rooms, a backyard, and apparently you're floating into the eternal abyss. The map itself is called just Luigi, but when you look at it in the survival page, it's Luigi's mansion. Interesting, right? This is probably like a .exe situation here. If you stay in the map long enough, Luigi reaches through the screen and drags you into the map. That, or it's a virus. I don't even know.
Number 2.
Dead Space requires a lot of skill from
You are an idiot and have chosen this map. Haha, play dead you.
the player. Dodging cars, dodging tanks that spawn before your eyes, dodging tanks that fall from the sky. The visuals, just take a look at yourself. Judge yourself. Don't listen to my judgment. AK-47 somehow standing on their own 2 feet. Even they have to take a stand for what's happening in front of their eyes. The number of tanks, man. Holy crap. What is this obsession with tanks? Seriously, every map in this list has spam tanks throughout the entire campaign. It isn't a one chapter type deal, and yet it still doesn't stop most players from beating them. It's just time to start changing strategies, for crying out loud. How many more troll maps are gonna spam tanks, man? Strange purple textures, path with smokers. What? Floating trucks. Why does every troll map have to end with a truck? What is wrong with a helicopter? Is a helicopter just not good enough? The same textures on every wall. I feel like I'm playing the same exact troll map again and again and again. It's like an endless cycle. It feels like this has gotta be like being high. It feels like I'm on drugs playing these maps. I'm starting to see these textures IRL. That's how long I've been staring at them. This video's honorable mention is Level, the shortest campaign on this list. And before I say anything else, this is definitely not a bad map, but it's lost Left 4 Dead 2 media, unfortunately. No one can play it ever again. I'm not sure why it was deleted. I personally thought it was a good campaign, but the map itself is basically a reference to those backroom levels where everything chases you, except now with tanks. Now, why did I pick this map to be in the honorable mention? It's not because of its design or anything. It's because it reminds me of all the custom troll maps I've played. Tanks chasing me all the time, running away, delaying the inevitable, but without adrenaline, or in any case, exploiting, it is impossible to beat.
Adrenaline shot here. I'm dead. This is all we got.
Number 1.
This is probably the most popular map on the workshop. I'm pretty sure at least 40% of all Left 4 Dead 2 players have played this map at least once. Now personally, I like the map, even though this isn't a true survival map since it has an ending, and I think that's because of its nostalgic value. I played this map when I was still in high school. Think about that. That's how long it's been since I played the map. And I remember playing it with some of my best friends that I talk to even now, even though I actually don't really talk to them anymore because they're that busy nowadays. But the real issue is that the mod is like a .exe game. It does things in the background that you didn't know of, to the point where it spawned one of the few type map reviews ever on YouTube, or well, one of the first ever mod criticisms. It changes your menu screen. It removes single player. It reaches through the screen with hyper-realistic blood and yellow teeth and a big ass smile. What in the world am I playing? And to put the icing on the cake, the map was stolen, as there's a whole copyright issue over fixes of the mod. What a clown fiesta. If you haven't watched this video about it, you should. It's Left 4 Dead 2 drama at its finest. And the crazy part of all of it is that I was pretty unaware of all of it. Just like all Left 4 Dead 2 drama, you don't know it even exists unless you look for it. I guess I have blindfolds on. I've played a lot of maps, I mean a lot of them, but none of them have changed my game. None of them are malicious for no reason, like Helm's Deep. But in reality, the map itself isn't the issue. It's the context behind it, which I didn't even know existed, which unfortunately to me makes it the ultimate troll map, since it not only trolls most people into thinking it was the original copy of Helm's Deep, but it trolls you into thinking it's just a map. Think about that. The troll. Let's see if I can. What the?